Hey, good morning. This is Ogle's Fish Room. I have not done a video in a long time because not much had changed. I've changed. This is my 75 that you're staring at. Where's my other? Oh, there they both are. My platinum angels seem to be doing fantastic. I've got three giant. Where they're down at the bottom. There he is. Yo-yo loaches. They're eating well. Uh, we have I'm down to about 5 or 6 coolie loaches. Just put this piece of wood in yesterday because they like things with holes in it, and I've got it propped up on that tree root there. Anyway, we've still got a lot of the long fin black skirt tetras, like about 14 in there. I'm sorry about the scratches. This tank is I can't even. It's not as old as me, but it's probably 20 years old. Anyway, Siamese algae eater there with the stripe down the middle. He's a big boy. I know it's hard to get a perspective because it is a big tank. Let's see what else we got. Some black neons in the background there. Buenos Aires tetras, those guys up top. Let's see. That's about it. He doesn't come out much, but I do have two bumblebee not gobies, bumblebee catfish. They are really pretty, but the one I have almost never comes out until I turn the lights off. But a friend just gave me, a guy by the name of Wyatt just gave me, well, I was hoping he'd come out while I was talking, but he's not going to do it. Gave me another bumblebee catfish just the other day because he was kind of outgrowing his tank, I believe, and he also has a big mouth and eats a lot. Well, he's not coming out today. Many times that one seems a little more used to the light, and he does stay on the bottom, kind of like these yo-yo loaches, but he'll cruise around with them a little bit sometimes. Well, sorry, I don't see him. We're taking too much of your time. Okay, we're going to scoot over here. Whoa, sorry. Okay, there's my 15 on the bottom. It still has the about 15%. I keep sometimes want to say Priscilla Presley's Prestella tetras. Now, there are 15 in there, but after I feed them, when I feed them, boy, they're out. But they just seem to hide pretty good when not. Anyway, this is the 20 high up here. Let me get my fingers out of the way. 20 high. I believe you knew that I had put a divider in the middle of this. And there's one of my boys right there. Placat beta, white head, black rear. They just fed. You just saw the other one on the back side of that cave there on the other side. This one is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to, there he is. He's a pretty boy. Now this is a placat. This is the one on the other side. Isn't he pretty? He's solid white with a blue skirt, or trim, I call it. He's just gorgeous. And he's learned what that cave is about. Now this is a divider there, so they can't see or know that the other one's there. Okay. Now I find both of these gorgeous. Now this boy was in the 5-gallon over here. But I lost a couple of my old ones and I kind of moved everybody around a little bit. I'm trying to see. I've got a female in here that was over in a 2.5, but man, she grew. She's behind this piece of wood there. I'm hoping she'll come out in a second. There she is in the back. Well, a little camera shy. She's gorgeous, but for a female, she is huge. I mean, she's bigger than the two placats I just showed you over to the right. There she is. Okay, there she is. Okay. Come on out and let everybody see it. Well, she's a crown tail. If she gets closer, you'll be able to see the spikes. Well, she's shy today. Uh, she's not shy. When I'm feeding her, she is what I call a healthy eater, which is probably pertains to her size. So I thought she was coming this way. Sorry. There she is, scooting around the back there. Anyway, she's kind of blue body, pink fins. There she comes. Come on. Come on, sweetie. You're so pretty. Yes, you are. Come here. Come on. There you are. There you are. Hold that pretty head out. Say, ooh, look how pretty I am. There she comes. She's getting in the light now. See the spikes on the fins there? I'd never even seen a female crown tail until I met her. But trust me, she is a big girl. I mean, seriously. She's big. Those are snail eggs, those white dots you see everywhere. They are ridiculous about that. The nearite snails, they won't hatch, but boy, they put them around. Okay, there she is. We're going to leave her. This is a 5-gallon, not a 2.5. I felt that she outgrew that, but this is a lot of space for her still. She is a female. She's not going to get any bigger than that. Okay, we're moving right over here to where she was. And I have another little female in here. There she is. But there she is. Okay, this one's much, much, much smaller. This is a new one, and she's very tiny. She doesn't look so good in this angle right here, but when she turns sideways, she's a beautiful little girl. She's all pink. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Come on over here. Come on. Can you turn sideways for me? Come on. She said, I don't want to. Well, you can see the scale, the size of her compared to, this is a 2.5. I do love the way I've kind of rearranged it since you saw it. There she is. Where are you? There she is. There she is. Okay. She's actually another, she's got the spikes, so crown tail, but a female. You can see how small she is. Very pretty, pink or red, whatever you want to call that. And her plants are doing fantastic. So they're providing they eat a lot of the ammonia, etc., etc. There's a sponge filter in the back there. I keep all these clean. I mean, literally, at the most every 2 weeks, I take the sponge filters out and clean them. And it just does an incredible job. Okay, that's her tank. Okay, now this is the 20 long. I'm on back up. I did put one of my cats right there in here. He was in something smaller, but as I said, I've kind of moved everybody around. He seems to be loving this huge tank. He was in the 10-gallon, which is to my left, which I'll show you in just a minute. I'm trying to get some guppies to breed in here, but for some strange reason, because I don't lose anything else in this tank, but the male guppies just die off left and right every time I buy one. So I only have females right now. I have a wide variety of females. There's a Moscow blue there. This is a beautiful female with the blue fins. This little one is gold with red tail. Every now and then he'll get up in the face of one of the guppies, but the guppies back down quite quickly, and he is not that aggressive. He just is saying, don't mess with me, and they don't. But he doesn't chase anybody. As you can see, he's happy chasing himself in the mirror. Anyway, I'm kind of proud of how I've redone this tank. This piece of wood is covered in algae or moss, whatever you want to call it, but it's not transferring to anything else. It's staying on this piece of wood. I purposely did that because I wanted a place for the babies, if there are ever any in here, which I haven't seen yet, to hide. It's also got several pieces of Anubias nana on it. That's the very small leaves. Got some Java fern that's grown up on the backside. Anyway, I'm happy with this. This is, I think, a beautiful tank. I'm trying to show you all the nooks and crannies and rocks and wood, and there he is. See, I'm pretty. I'm a pretty boy. And again, he's a placat betta. As you can see, the red one I showed you earlier is as big as he is. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much the tank here. A lot of growth. I've said this before, but for those of you watching me for the first time, I have gone through, I'm 68 years old, matter of fact, 69 in just a few days, and I have been doing this since I've been about 5, and I just can't seem to make any other plants survive. I don't know why that is. So the only thing I will buy in plants, these are crypts down here. Now they do make babies, and I'm very happy with them. They do go in the, there's a little pygmy cory cat. And there's, where is he? There. Now that one's called, maybe this is a pygmy and the other one's a dwarf. They're slightly different, but they stay very, very, very small. Got quite a few of those. What was I going to say? Oh, the Anubias. This is an Anubias with the big tall leaves. This is an Anubias, a little different species, variety, I'm sorry, with the different leaves. This, all these are Anubias, but they come in many variety, and you cannot put them in the ground. The roots will rot, or the rhizome will rot. That's the strong looking piece there, and it sends roots down. You can see that to wrap around a rock or a piece of wood. And so I attach, in some cases, I will show you in a couple of seconds. I'll tell you what, we'll go over to, the point is, those are the only 2 variety I buy. The crypts come in several different types, and the Anubias comes in several different types. Anubias has gotten very expensive. My recommendation is you buy it like this on a piece of wood. This is $16 for a piece of wood with Anubias, but it's not only attached, it's established. It comes with roots wrapped around it like that, wrapped around the piece of wood. And believe it or not, it's cheaper than buying the, they want the $16 for an Anubias like that in a cup. So, whatever. Okay, we're moving over here, and I'm going to continue my rant on Anubias for a second. These are Nana as well, or Petite. And now those I have literally stuck between, I've trimmed them off of some other plants, and that's a new betta, by the way. I just got him yesterday. He is breathtaking to me. I'll talk about him in a second, but I just shoved the roots in between cracks in the wood. That's what I've done here, because this was just, I hate to say set up yesterday. It was redone yesterday. Anyway, I was trying to show that little boy again. I was going to go out and get some more, there he is sneaking around the corner there. I went to PetSmart to look at the guppies. Didn't see anything that got me excited, but look at his colors. Anyway, they have these poor things. This is a twin tail half moon betta. Absolutely gorgeous colors. Orange and blue. Just, where'd he go? Just breathtaking. Sorry, he's kind of out of the light there. You can see how small he is. This is a 10 with a divider in the middle. There's the one on the other side. Look at him. He is purple and lavender. Absolutely breathtaking. Oh my God, he's gorgeous. I bought both of these together yesterday at PetSmart. Didn't really have room for them. I had room for one. And I said no. I wanted to get both of them because the colors are simply incredible. I don't know if you can see this guy in the back there. Again, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. That's one of my pumps going weird. I have to move it or something. Anyway, there he is. But I put the divider, I've had it in before, but I took it out for the blue guy that you saw over in the 20 gallon now. And, because I was trying not to replace my bettas as some of my older ones were dying off. And I wanted to try the guppy thing, and it's just not working out. The females seem to live, and the males are dying off. And I really don't get that, but I just can't afford to keep doing that. So anyway, changed my mind on the guppies yesterday, and got these guys. They're just, again, colors are just incredible. But I'm trying to show you the scale because both of these guys are very tiny, very small bettas. I mean, seriously. As I said, this is a 10 divided in half with just a piece of corrugated plastic. I've explained this to you before. You can get the corrugated. It's basically what they sell for a sign to go in your front yard. It comes with a little metal bracket to push in the ground. It comes in 14 by 18, so you can cut it to anything you want. The only thing I'm going to warn you about is get it fairly close, but then take small cuts. Because if you cut it too short, it's too short and the fish will get by. So I've had that happen before. So anyway, just as I said, measure the inside of the tank, but then cut it a little bit bigger because it needs to be squished against the sides. I do not have brackets. I do not have anything holding this except the fact that it is tight. Now they sell a lot of things like this for a lot of money, and brackets and etc to hold it in place, and I just simply cut the piece of plastic. You can see how it's pretty darn straight here. There it is. But I just cut it to shape. Okay, we need to move along here because it might be boring you to tears. Let's see, I don't see the little boy in here right at the moment. Excuse me. Boy, that's a big shrimp in the back. Oh, there he is. He hides in the corners after he's eaten. He likes to take a nap. He is pink and white. I think he's gorgeous. He is old, so don't know how much longer I'm going to be having him, but he usually lays right under this rock there. There's that big shrimp. He's a big boy. He's as big as my auto sinklets there. Anyway, this is a 10-gallon column. The brand name is Top Fin. Actually, these are on sale right now. It's still a lot of money, but it's 12 by 12 at the base, which doesn't take up a lot of room. It certainly takes up less than the 10-gallon. And but it's like 20 inches tall. Comes with a very large lid with lights. I prefer my own lights, which are oh boy, forgetting my name here. Anyway, I've talked about that in other videos. Anyway, more Nubius, a little bit of Crips down there, and that's it on that. I do like the wood, the rocks, etc., etc. I like the big snails. Okay, this is my other 2.5. Now this girl right here is a big girl as well, and we're going to a bigger tank when it's possible. But she seems very happy. Now this is a veil tail. This is a female veil tail, of which I have never seen. The fins are shorter, but certainly not as short as a traditional female. Let me try to hold this still. Look at her colors, and look how long her fins are. She is just breathtaking. Now she's been growing, but this is it. This is as big as she's going to get. But she seems to do very well in this tank. Now this tank actually has 2 sponge filters, one in each corner. There you go. Creates a lot of agitation on top, which you should be able to see here. There you go. And I do pull those out every 2 weeks and clean them. Matter of fact, today might be that day. Anyway, that's a lot of wood in there. Bettas aren't real wild about bright light, so I try to make KV stuff like this so she can get, if she doesn't like it, she can get out of the light. So you can see how well things are growing in there, and that is only a 2.5. Okay, we're going to end this quickly. Had no idea I talked that long. Okay, these 4 are more of the top fin column. They're called column 10 gallons. Let's see if I can find anybody in here. Little boy over in the corner. Again, I have koi loaches in almost all my tanks for cleanup. This has also got a pair of koi cats in the back there. They swim together all the time. A lot of another snail. I love those things for some reason. Anyway, this is another little boy over here. I want to say half moon. Very pretty, but again, after they eat, most bettas will do that. I've had some that I've tried to take out because I thought they were dead. And they woke up and said, wait a minute, I'm just resting. I don't see the little boy in here, but there is one. Or should be. And this little guy doesn't seem to be getting any bigger. He's very similar to the other 2 that I just got yesterday. But, his coloring is just breathtaking. Now I want to make this clear. I'm just showing the tank, a lot of rocks, a lot of wood. He and, let me whip over here real quick. These 2 guys were $7.99. They label everything with colors in PetSmart. The cups for the bettas. And these were in a blue cup, or cups. Look at the purple. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and he's pretty too. They're both I just had to buy them both, and I came home and sat them down and moved Mr. Blue Boy, which is he over there, who was in this tank, and moved him over there, which he is not unhappy about. And then I took all the wood out and put the divider back in, and then kind of rearranged, put some stuff back in. Not everything. Anyway, that's not important. But I rearranged everything, and and cleaned the tanks and all that kind of stuff. And I think it looks good. And but anyway, my point is, my placat bettas I buy at Pet Supermarket because they just get gorgeous ones, but they are $17. Okay, $18 with tax. These guys are $7.99 at PetSmart. So now they're not placats. No, they charge more. They actually charge $20 at PetSmart for the placats, but these are twin tail half moons. You can see the split in the tail right there. And his is not as noticeable over here on the purple one. His is a little fuller. Anyway, okay. We're going to let you go. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I kind of talked a lot today, but I had more stuff to show you, and so that took a little while. He does have a split in his tail, but it's just not that noticeable as the other one. Anyway, isn't he a beauty? So for the normal betas, if you will, I think PetSmart is a better deal. If you want something special, Pet Supermarket is the way to go. Okay, listen, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. This is Ogle's Fish Room signing out. Please take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.